Hello and welcome to my review for the movie Blade 2. And Blade 2, it's going to kind of be dedicated to Blade 2, but I'm going to use kind of the last 30 seconds to talk about Blade Trinity. So here it goes. Blade 2 is directed by Guillermo del Toro and written by David S. Goyer, starring Wesley Snipes. It's an action-packed, I may say, an action-packed vampire kung fu film. I mean, even Ron Perlman is in it. Don't know who Ron Perlman is? Ron Perlman is an actor that has constantly worked with Guillermo del Toro on the Hellboy movies. It was Hellboy. So, and Chris Christopherson is back as Whistler. And Norman Reedus is in it. Norman Reedus? Nah, I'll tell you more about that in my Boondock Saints review. So yeah, I'm actually going to stick a couple of minutes in here for Blade. Blade is a good kung fu vampire film, but Blade 2 is a solid sequel. And this kind of this virus is going through the vampire community. Oh, Jesus Christ. So the movie Blade 2 is about a virus that goes through the vampire community, infecting them, turning them into weird douchebags that kind of feed on blood and stuff. They also feed on vampires. That's bad. And I mean, there's only one bit where I could tell it was CGI. It was just kick-pounding thingy that Wesley Snipes did in one of the fight scenes. Other than that, it was fucking awesome. Great-ass movie, solid sequel to a solid vampire kung fu film. Now I'm gonna stick in a couple of minutes for Blade Trinity. Stephen Norrington directed it, Blade, and David S. Goyer wrote it. Guillermo del Toro directed Blade 2. David S. Goyer wrote it. But what sets Blade Trinity aside, David S. Goyer wrote and directed. Now, the fact that you are a good writer doesn't necessarily make you a great director. And just that explains that's the summary for this entire fuckload of shit. I mean, there are some good, the action sequences are decent. Ryan Reynolds is okay, but that Jessica Biel character, I do not get the bit about making playlists to listen to while you kill vampires. So pointless. Pointless beyond pointless. I mean, would you want to listen to music while you were killing a vampire? Like, the dialogue was bullshit. About these Night Stalkers, it was bullshit. The only reason I didn't puke while I was watching this was partially because of Ryan Reynolds, but because of Wesley Snipes. And in the end fight sequence, when he fights Dracula, he's wearing a red shirt. He should have been wearing the black one. I mean, I don't care if that's racist. He should have been wearing a fucking black shirt. Oh yeah, and to suck things up to a new level, James Raymer is in it. James Raymer. David S. Goyer gets James Raymer to play the cop. Not that good of a choice. James Raymer is a shitty actor. Well, he did okay in 48 Hours, and his performance in Too Fast, Too Furious was... You can bash it all you want, but it was decent. But his performance in Blade Trinity... Well, see you next time. This has been my contribution.